It's about that time again, my friends. It's time for some motivational words of wisdom to get your week started off right. Welcome back to another episode of Motivation Monday. If you're new here, welcome. Every Monday, I bring you a fresh, exciting message that will hopefully inspire you to live life to the fullest. So if this is your first time joining us, make sure to stay tuned so you never miss an episode. This week, we're discussing the importance of taking consistent action. Let's dive in. Hey there, it's me, the founder of the Positivity Project. I am a positivity expert, mindset coach, and author of a book called Mindset: The New Psychology of Success. It's not about big moments, it's about the small steps. Small steps every single day, whether it's raining or whether it's sunny. Showing up every day to practice that skill, showing up every day to pursue that dream, showing up every day to heal yourself a little bit more is what creates momentum in your life. And momentum is really the key to success. Many years ago, I was working with an executive who wanted to start his own company. He had spent his entire career working for other people. But now he wanted to start something that was truly his own, something that he could build from the ground up and leave his own mark on the world. We worked together for several months, and I was blown away by his dedication. He put in long hours, days, and weeks into planning and launching his new venture. He was excited and eager to share his vision with everyone around him. At the time, it felt like he was moving at lightning speed, all eyes on the big moment when he would finally unveil his company to the world. It was going to be amazing. All of his hard work and anticipation was going to pay off in one big moment. But then that big moment came and went. The response wasn't what he expected. There were a few nibbles, but no real interest in what he had to offer. He was devastated. In fact, he became so discouraged that he gave up on his dream altogether and went back to working for someone else. Now, I want to clarify that I believe that sometimes you do need to take a giant leap of faith. Sometimes you have to take a big risk in order to achieve extraordinary results. But in my friend's case, I knew that this was not one of those times. What he really needed was to adjust his approach and keep moving forward, even if it meant making smaller moves. You see, he was so focused on the big moment, the grand unveiling, that he failed to see the value in the small steps that come before it. You might be in a similar situation right now. If you're waiting for your big moment, for the time when everything will finally come together and you will be able to reap the rewards of your efforts. But what if I told you that your big moment isn't as important as you think? What if I told you that it's the small steps that you take every day that really matter? You see, it's not the big moments that create momentum in your life. It's the small steps that add up to those big moments. When you take small steps every day, you create small wins. And small wins fuel your motivation to keep moving forward. They give you the confidence and momentum to take bigger risks when the time is right. But if you skip over those small steps and try to take a giant leap too soon, you'll probably fall short of your goals. I remember when I was in college and I decided that I wanted to run a marathon. I thought it was such a great goal. Could do it. I would train for a few weeks, and then I would go out and I would try to run a marathon. Guess what happened? I never finished one. My body just wasn't ready. Then I realized that maybe I needed to change my approach. So I started running every day, even if it was only for a few minutes. I would just get out there and start running. And then after a while, I would increase the distance that I ran each day. I was taking small steps, but those small steps added up to big results. After a year of training, I ran a marathon, and I didn't just run it, I excelled at it. I finished in the top 10% of runners. That experience taught me a valuable lesson. It's not the big moments that create momentum in your life. It's the small steps that add up to those big moments. When you take small steps every day, you create small wins. And small wins fuel your motivation to keep moving forward. They give you the confidence and momentum to take bigger risks when the time is right. But if you skip over those small steps and try to take a giant leap too soon, you'll probably fall short of your goals. Perhaps you're starting a new business but haven't quit your day job yet, fearing you won't earn enough. Or maybe you're retrying to launch a new product and you keep putting it off because you're afraid of failure. Or maybe you are trying to make a change in your personal life and you keep sabotaging yourself because you are afraid of success. Whatever it is that you're afraid of, know this: you're not alone. Fear is a powerful emotion, and it can hold you back from achieving your goals if you let it. But fear doesn't have to control you. You can choose to take small steps every day to move forward towards your goals, even if you feel afraid. And here's the best part: as you take more and more small steps, your fear will start to dissipate, and you will feel more confident in your ability to succeed. I know this can be hard to believe, but it's true. The more small steps you take, the easier it will become to move forward. So what's stopping you from taking that first step today? Many of us are prone to this mindset, believing that big leaps will lead us to big successes, and that is where our focus should be. However, the truth lies in the accumulation of small steps, those consistent actions that we take every day, no matter how small they may seem. These small steps compound over time, creating momentum that propels us forward. Let's take the example of fitness, a realm where progress is often measured in inches and pounds rather than in drastic transformations. Imagine you decide to embark on a fitness journey to lose weight and become healthier. You might be tempted to start with extreme diets, intense workout routines, and the promise of quick results. But as we know, crash diets and extreme measures are rarely sustainable. They often lead to temporary results followed by a rebound period where you regain the weight and possibly even more. Instead, consider adopting a different approach. Start with small steps. Commit to walking for 10 minutes a day, cutting out soda from your diet or replacing processed foods with whole grains and fruits. These changes might seem insignificant at first, but their impact compounds over time. Walking for 10 minutes a day can easily become an hour. And cutting out soda can lead to a complete overhaul of your diet. And those insignificant changes accumulate, leading to significant transformation. This gradual process becomes easier to sustain, leading to lasting lifestyle changes and ultimately achieving your fitness goals. This principle applies not only to fitness, but to every aspect of our lives. Whether you're pursuing a professional goal, a creative endeavor, or personal growth, big leaps may seem appealing. But consistent action is the key to success. So here's your action step for this week. Take consistent action. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency. Show up every day and do your best. That's what will create momentum in your life. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode of Motivation Monday. Join us in the comments and share how you're taking consistent action towards your goals. And if you want more positivity in your life, be sure to check out the links in the description below. Until next time, my friends, take care.